Got to the semifinals before losing to Lindsay Devon. Starts with a double fault.
I was more impressed with that win yesterday, Barry, because Monica has not played many tournaments this year. Talked about the stress reaction at Scottsdale. She lost in the semis to Shaughnessy. Indian Wells lost in the second round to Garbine, and then played a tournament over in Europe that I really don't think that she was prepared to play, and her foot was still bothering her. Lost in her first match against De Los Rios in Madrid, but for most of 5 months has only played that tournament in Stanford last week. So usually you don't come out in your second tournament back have such consistency and rhythm and timing.
She actually played pretty well in that tournament in Stanford before losing to Lindsay Davenport. By her own admissions, she said she was not as match tough as she'd like to be, and playing a notch better here. I thought clearly yesterday the best match she's played in a long time.
One of the first things everybody noticed on the tour was that she is more fit than she was 5 months ago. Started with Lisa Reed, a new trainer, exactly 5 months ago, and she's lost a lot of weight and has gotten stronger and moving much better. And that's key for her game with the two hands on both sides.
Game Seles.
So Seles struggling a little bit with her service, but holding in the first game of the match, and we'll see if that sets a tone. So Monica Seles, 1-love.
First game.
Martina Hingis now with Mom back on the tour with her. Melanie Molitor hitting with Martina earlier today.
Melanie Molitor,
Martina Hingis to serve.
Mid-ranked player in Czechoslovakia in the 70s, and of course Martina Hingis named after Martina Navratilova, but she is out there as her coach, only coach that Hingis has ever had. And Martina Hingis gives her so much respect and so much credit. She's really, they really seem to have a great relationship. A couple of glitches along the way, a couple of times where they didn't part as coach, but she just didn't come to the tournaments. At Wimbledon a couple of years ago and a couple of tournaments this year. But
well, the first 2 points on Hingis' serve, Seles has done exactly what everybody has said she needs to do in this match, and that is just tee off on a short ball.
Incredible the way she timed that last shot.
15-30.
Ball was out. Seles, though, did the right thing. She just played the ball, not the call. Anya Clark in the chair. Early chance for Monica Seles. She's played this second game extremely well.
And a second serve.
That's too good.
The second serve, 77 miles per hour, and Seles just climbs all over that second serve. An incredible angle. Monica Seles still has the best angles in the game. Look how she flips that wrist. Uses a lot of that right wrist to snap that ball.
Took advantage of every short ball in that game.
See that last ball from Hingis, smart shot. Monica Seles likes the shots right in her strike zone, about hip level to shoulder level, where she hit that ball right about head height.
Martina Hingis, now 20 years of age, still the #1 player in the world, and will remain so after this tournament, although there'll be some jockeying just beneath her.
Actually, Barry, Martina Hingis is 1,100 points ahead of the number 2 Capriati. And between 2 Capriati, Davenport, and Williams, there's only 118 points. So those 3 are just neck and neck.
That's a perfect shot from Hingis. And now she has 3 chances to break right back on the Seles serve. Still 2 break points.
15-14.
Too wide, and a service break right back for Martina Hingis. We're back on serve. We're coming back. This is the semifinals of the Acura Classic. The back service breaks puts us back on serve. Hingis serving to even the first set at 2. Let's take a look at the path to the semifinals for Martina Hingis. She beat Ostrolo in straight sets. Sugiyama, though, I think actually challenged her. She said that was a tough match.
It was a good match. Well contested.
39.
Sugiyama, very tough player from Japan, stands so close to the baseline. Very short, precise strokes, hits the ball on the rise really early, a lot like Seles.
Hingis just talked about her forehand and that she's really pleased with the way she's been hitting her forehand. Very confident, needless to say, coming into this match. A lot of balls either right on or right over the line there.
A lot of balls that the players hesitated to play. Now you talk about her forehand, and Barry, I think that she needed to add some pace to that forehand, make it more of a weapon. The backhand hit with much more authority. And the serve, that serve right there, 86 miles per hour first serve. She's usually in the 80s, mid-90s, but most of the top players are over 100 miles per hour for their first serve. And of course, she's number 1 in the world, so I'm being very, very picky. But she's not won a Grand Slam title since the '99 Australian Open. So about 2.5 years, and I think she's having a bit of trouble with the big hitters. Big hitters like Davenport, Williams, they can get the free points on their big serve, and Martina Hingis doesn't have that luxury. She has to work the point around with a string of 2 or 3 shots to get her opponent out of balance.
That hit the line and skidded. Seles had to hit one-hander on the return of serve, hit it right on the line. Good deuce.
Watch Monica Seles hits the ball very flat, not much spin, so therefore it just shoots straight through the court.
That was that short ball again.
And it started with that return of serve. Second serve only 72 miles per hour, and sat up and pushed Hingis about 3 feet behind the baseline. Defensive position.
To Seles, we've got 2 service breaks in a row now, and Seles has a 1-break edge. Well, she had to hit, was it 2 or 3 one-handers in that rally. Great win for her yesterday, as we said. Probably the best match that she's played since coming back to the tour.
Dominikovic in straight sets. Megan Shaughnessy, American, struggled in that first set. It was a tight 6-4 set, but best match 6-3, 6-3 over Capriati.
Remember Megan Shaughnessy just a week ago put Venus Williams out of the tournament, so that's a good win for her.
Footwork from Monica Seles right before she hits that shot. Just a lot of little steps to get right on balance. There she is, just always on balance. She goes to strike the ball. Lisa Reed actually emphasized yesterday she continues to work on that. Monica has always had such terrific balance, gets those shoulders turned quickly, gets the knees bent, but you know, Lisa said that she continues to work on that, plyometrics, a lot of cardio, but nothing too pounding like running, because Monica's had problems with her feet the last 2 or 3 years.
She does seem to me, though, to be a little bit quicker along the baseline. I mean, a lot of those shots she has to hit one-handers to, or shots she wouldn't even get to before.
Right.
Boy, she yanked her all over the court. That's a vintage Seles point.
She has Hingis on a string out there, in control of the point. Look at her serve, nice relaxed left hand, down her back, stretches up nicely and gets a great wrist snap. Finish the serve inside that baseline with the body weight going forward. Great defensive play there from Hingis. At one point, she was 10 feet behind the baseline, got herself back into the point. And Monica Seles has talked about the fact that her serve was such a weapon, and she wanted to make it a weapon again, and has really worked on that coming into this tournament. Served great yesterday. Most of her first serves over 100 miles per hour.
So this now to try to consolidate the break. Boy, this match again starting out at a very high tempo.
You see Hingis with a big, deep breath there.
That's just a miss hit from Hingis. Seles holds. She has a break in hand. She leads 4 games to 1, and we're coming back right after this. Seles 4-1 up now. Hingis to serve. Try to stay just a break down. One of the credos of tennis, know what you do well. And Monica Seles does.
I think my strengths are definitely my ground strokes. That's in terms of I can mix it up there. And I'm trying to improve my serve every turn because the girls are getting bigger and stronger, and the game is going more towards that area, the 1-2-3 punch. And hopefully in the next couple of months, I'll have some improvements there.
You know, that's a sign of a champion. Still looking to, you know, that's what you have to do. But her service return has always been one of the best in the women's game, and still looking to improve it, take it to a new level.
That's too good. Right on the line from Martina Hingis. There's Lisa Reed, who we've been speaking of, Monica Seles' trainer, and her student doing a pretty darn good job.
Lisa said she's also working with her nutrition as well.
Just out. By about 30 feet. Well, weeknights at 11:30, it's The Last Word with Jim Rome. Romy telling it like it is on the Nightline of Sports Talk Shows. The Last Word with Jim Rome, weeknights at 11:30, right here on Fox Sports Net. So Seles to serve, a break in hand, 4-2. Again, that short ball, and Seles just punishes it.
Look how she leans into that shot so well. Just that whole body weight moving forward. Hit with such great authority. And again, because there's hardly any spin, it just hits that ground and continues to move forward at such a tremendous pace. Hingis' shot has a little more topspin. It's not quite as penetrating, especially off that forehand side. An overrule from Anya Clark.
Yeah.
Hits that early, moves into the court diagonally, doesn't wait for her to come, wait for the ball to come to her at the baseline.
39.
Cuts the angle off and just drives it down the line.
Had her pulled off the court with that serve, too. So. That was great return serve. This is a semifinal in the Acura Classic, and what a semifinal. The #1 player in the world, Martina Hingis, #7 player in the world, and a #4 seed here, Monica Seles. Seles coming off arguably her best win in probably a couple of years, beating Jennifer Capriati 6-3, 6-3 yesterday to get here, and picking up right where she left off. A break in hand in the first set. She leads 4-2, 30-15 in the 7th game.
40-15.
Hingis trying to force the issue there. Tough shot to go down the line. Change the direction of the ball.
Well, out, Seles holds 5 games to 2. So Monica Seles has not apparently missed a beat. And once again, Martina Hingis playing pretty well, too. Welcome back. Martina Hingis now to serve to stay in this first set. Once again, a very well-played match on both players' parts.
I'm not sure Hingis would agree with you there, but she's made a few more mistakes than she usually does. But maybe we need to give more credit to Monica Seles for taking Hingis out of her rhythm.
She didn't get a call, and then she just kind of punched the ball back, and it was out.
That's so close. I can't tell.
Now, Anya Clark is never going to overrule on the sideline on the other side.
15-all.
Yeah, she looked out, didn't it?
Did.
But even so, isn't the rule you got to play the ball, right?
That's exactly right. That was a lazy shot right there for Martina Hingis. Just one big loping step to get ready for that forehand.
She made it brilliantly. That's as good as you could hit that shot.
Such incredible finesse.
30-all.
#1 player in the world. Soft hands. Just right underneath the ball. Really loose grip there.
Came at an important point, too.
Hingis was in trouble right from the get-go. Second serve shorter than it should have been, and 77 miles per hour. Seles all over it, and it gives her a set point.
And she's got her down to a second serve again here.
Seles inside the baseline, ready to go for it.
Pull that one wide. Knew it immediately.
And that's the decision as a player. Do I go for it big time and go near the line, or just hard up the middle, because I may be a little bit tighter on this point as Monica Seles. It's a great timing. Off the baseline, that ball was rising up towards her face and just knocks it off for a second set point.
Just impeccable. Good serve from Hingis.
wide.
Hingis.
So now Hingis with a point to hold. 4-3-5 first set.
Hingis pulled her head down a bit. Stay up. Keep that head up. Snap that wrist. Topspin to move on over that net.
And she'll take it.
She will. Fights off 2 set points. She's still in the set. Seles with 9 Grand Slams. Hingis with 5. Jennifer Capriati with 2. The first 2 this year. The Australian Open and the French Open. Mary Pierce with 2 French Opens. Good serve. Seles has won 4 Australian, 3 French, and 2 U.S. Open. Has been to the finals of Wimbledon once, where she lost to Steffi Graf. She just hits it so early. Moves in off that baseline, hits it about a foot earlier than most of the players would. So Hingis just doesn't have enough time to react. Look at that footwork, constantly adjusting. Look how she stays down. Monica just always in that crouch position.
Second of the match.
Rare double fall. We don't see her miss-hit it that badly very often.
Yeah, she double faulted in actually the first 2 serves of the game, the match, I should say. Well, she had it that time.
That one she actually didn't get up off the baseline enough, kind of had to reach for that ball.
Little opening now for Martina Hingis at 30-all. Not sure Martina Hingis gets enough credit for being a battler, and she certainly is. There have been moments where she's been in the spotlight where it hasn't been so, but twice.
Actually, I think she gets a lot of credit for that. That's one of her big weapons, that she battles, and also the fact that she can change her game around in a certain situation, has the capability to go to different games, loop the ball, start to serve and volley.
I think, though, there's that image of the loss to Steffi Graf at Paris that people have a tendency to remember instead of all the other times she's bounced back.
Ooh. Just incredible. Couple of great stabs from Hingis. Smart play from Seles, seeing that Hingis is so far behind the baseline. Look at, she takes that right underneath the ball. Still gets down low for that drop shot.
His first serve has deserted her for the moment. Again, that big sitter, and Seles punished it, and he brings it her set point, 3rd set point. 9 winners off the forehand side now for Monica Seles.
Hingis thinking she's going to give herself a little more time to get back to the center, loop this ball up, but Monica has nothing. She wants to wait for that shot, moves in off that baseline, drives it. Ooh.
Yes!
She is moving so much better.
That was a big-time point by Monica Seles to win this first set 6-3.
Well, Seles hitting all the ground strokes just as she used to, but she just seems so much more confident in her footwork than she was. We'll be back.